Hey guys, what's up? It's Eric, Free NFL Bets. I'm back. This will be just a Thursday night football preview against the Jets and the Texans. I just released a bet at my Twitter at Easy Money Wins, just like it sounds. Easy Money Wins. That's why I release all my NFL and NBA sports bets that I put my own money on. It's not just picks that I'm out there just promoting, it's like plays that I'm putting my money on, guys. So go over there. I'll talk about the play here now, and then tomorrow night I will do a full week 9, or is it week 8? I can't even remember what it is, guys. Week 9, I think it's week 9. Week 9 breakdown of all the games. But yeah, let's get into the Thursday night football breakdown. Houston Texans at the New York Jets. Thursday night football. So I have a 5-unit max bet on the New York Jets at minus 125 at DraftKings. I think there's a couple other minus 125s out there, but definitely shop around and put that on there. And I mean, you could do the minus 1.5. There's a minus 1.5 at FanDuel, and I think DraftKings will have like minus 110. You can do that as well. But my max bets, I am going to be putting like I'll lay the money line juice because I really believe my 5-unit plays will hit around 57 to 60% of the time. So I don't release a ton of them, but when I do, I feel very damn confident about it. And it's simple, guys. The reason why I'm going with the 5-unit play here is the Jets are at the lowest point that they've been at all season. I mean, obviously they've lost like 5 in a row or something like that. But the thing about them is that they've had so much chaos, right? Okay, so Saleh got fired. That's one chaos. And then, you got that whole like it's just a lot of mental noise, right? It's a lot of mental noise that they had to deal with just throughout the week. It's just all around them, right? So it sucks. Like you have to deal with that. You come out and you try to play hard as crap, and then they lose to the Bills on Monday Night Football. All right, that hurt. And then, the week after that. Sorry, guys, these weeks are running together. Who did the Jets play after that? Let me see here. They played the Steelers, and the Steelers are damn good with Russell Wilson, man. I mean, they're just a damn good team in general. So they kind of, in my opinion, they played tough for like 3 quarters or 2.5 quarters, and then they ran into a buzzsaw of a really hell of a good team right now in the Pittsburgh Steelers that just outclassed them. I mean, let's be honest, they just outclassed them. They were better than the Jets that night. They're just a better football team than the Jets. All right, now, you deal with that, and then you go to New England. New England's also was inspired, but I mean, let's be honest though, guys. The Jets should have beaten them. That was really piss poor on the defense. That's bad on Ulbrich, the interim head coach for the Jets. He needs to have them better prepared. He needs to have them execute better late, and he did not do that. And I mean, yes, it's on the players too as well, but I think Ulbrich deserves a lot of the blame there for sure. And I mean, obviously Zerline, but guess what, guys? We don't have to worry about Greg Zerline this week. Thank God about that, because my goodness, that guy's been so bad this year. He's cost me so much money. It's so annoying. Like if Greg Zerline just knew how to kick the freaking football, like not even 50-yard field goals, just like 30-yard field goals, 40-yard field goals. If you do that, I'd be up like 10 more units right now. Gosh, that guy's so annoying this year. Um, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we don't have to worry about Greg Zerline. But basically, what I'm getting at is that when you just lose this much, and oh yeah, that and the Devontae Adams trade. And then Devontae Adams was like talking to the guys like, hey, like I mean, obviously there's just a lot of noise, right? The Robert Saleh firing, the Devontae Adams trade. Aaron Rodgers is like being Aaron Rodgers and all that stuff. It just comes a point where you're just losing so much that you just can't talk anymore. And it's actually a good thing because then what happens is it's like, the pressure's off. It's like when you're talking and you're like, man, we got to win. This is like a must win. Hey, we're going to turn around this week. Hey, we're going to do that. Like, no, they're not talking like that this week. Okay. So the pressure's off. They're talking about darkness. That's what they're talking about. So, like, they're not talking about winning. They're talking about making friends with the darkness. That's what Aaron Rodgers said after the game. I think that's what Ulbrich said too. It's like, it's just a dark time right now. Like, when that happens, guys, that's when you bet on the team. That's the cue. That's the cue because the pressure's off. The pressure's off. You don't have to worry about winning. Okay? They're making peace with darkness. That's what's going on. Okay? So what that means is that they're going to come out super focused. There's no pressure to win anymore. I'm telling you guys, you can't get lower than this. Okay, like if they lose, like the people are already writing them off. The like thoughts of the playoffs, like they're 2-6. Like there's no thoughts of the playoffs right now when you're 2-6. Like that's not going through their head right now. They're thinking like crap, like crap, like this just sucks. And like when you've had enough, you go out there and you perform well. So you got that going for the Jets. Now, for the Texans, you have a team that has like grossly underachieved in the fourth quarter of all their football games, except for the Patriots, right? Except for the Patriots. So let me go over this, and this is why I feel comfortable taking the Jets in a max unit spot here at like a very small pick and price, is because the way that the Texans, obviously the short week, so it's a short week, and I think that plays into the Jets' favor as well too, because it's like, hey, you really can't do any talking this week. It's like you could just got off a bad loss. It's like, let me get back on the field again and just play football and get this awful taste out of my mouth. So like that's another advantage that the Jets have. All right. Now the Texans, they beat the Colts week 1, 29-27. They beat the Bears 19-13 week 2. And then the Jets 24-20 at home in week 4. And then the Bills 23-20 week 5. And then last week against the Colts 23-20. Like literally one possession games. And the Bears game wasn't close late. They made it close late. And then the Colts game, that first week of the season, that game should not have been close. Anthony Richardson launched like 2 freaking 70-yard passes to keep them like within. I mean, they were up like 14 points, I think, in the second half. The Texans were like that game should not have been close. And then the Jaguars, I think that was a little back and forth, but anyways, the next week against the Bills, they kept like Josh Allen had his like worst passing performance of his career against the Texans, and somehow was only a 3-point margin of victory. Like, and they completed like a 4th down and 6 play that went to the house with Keon Coleman. Like if that didn't happen, like that would have been a blowout too, or at least a very comfortable win. And then last week they beat the Colts 23-20, and like they're just letting these average teams hang around with them, and they're supposed to be like top team in the AFC South, top team, battling against the Chiefs this year for the Super Bowl. Like I don't see it for them. I see it roster wise. I mean, their roster is very talented, but I mean, they're just, for whatever reason, they're just not closing these games well. They're just not. And so on the road against the team that is super talented as well, just like they are, and you're getting them at a pick 'em price, like sign me up, guys. Sign me up. I know it's the Jets. I know it sucks. I know it's not fun, but these are the bets that cash and win us a lot of money in the long run. So that's my breakdown of the game, guys. I appreciate y'all listening. And follow me on Twitter again at Easy Money Wins for all my official plays. I'll release the full Week 9 slate tomorrow for every game, breaking down all my thoughts and where I'm leaning, side and total. Oh, let me go over the total real quick since I'm here doing the pod. 42. Is that the total? Yeah, 42. Flat 42. Oh, it's 42.5 one place. I lean under, guys. I do. I lean under. I don't see the Texans executing great in this game. I can see the Jets executing great in this game. Thursday Night Football just gives me a lot of weird feelings, though, because just a short week. I don't know if the tackling is going to be as precise, and with the low total, I'm going to stay off that total because I feel damn good about the Jets tomorrow, guys. I really do. Backs against the wall. Not even backs against the wall. There's no more backs against the wall. It's just there's no expectations anymore. They're going to play free. That's what you want. That's when your best ball comes out. So hop on the Jets money line with me, guys. We're going to make some money with that. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.